This is my demonstration video on my project Tactile, which is an installation fetching NASA's picture of the day and then decoding that image using different parameters and different characteristics of the pixel data into a synthesizer controlled by this physical interface that I've built. The way it works is the API fetches the NASA picture of the day, this is today's one, and then using different types of pixel data. So for example, the more black pixels there are in a picture, the lower the cutoff frequency of the low pass filter, and therefore the more muffled and darker the sound. So today's is quite bright, hence the bright sound, and quite sharp high end. Whereas if we go to yesterday's, the picture is a little bit darker, meaning that if we play this, it's a bit more muffled and such. And then we look down here, and this is how all of our different parameters are mapped, and this changes from image to image. Now, our controls, so originally the buttons press individual musical notes. However, this can be changed under the Features tab, where we simply click that and it allows us to do different things. Now, this value in the bottom right, the 1.000, goes up and down relative to what I press in these top right two white buttons. So for example, if I press up to go to 2, this doubles the frequencies going up an octave. And the same if I go down, it goes down frequencies back to 1 and then to 0.5, where we play some more and it goes down an octave. Moving on from here, we have more features. So for example, this yellow button at the top turns on our multi-voice option. This combines each of the 4 quarters of our image as well as the main sound, and giving them one large and complete waveform that we can then play normally. We can turn this off by going back into features and pressing the yellow button again. This green button turns off the locking buttons, meaning that we can play our waveform once more. We are also able to click each individual quadrant, see how the date color changes to the average color of the quadrant, and then as you can see, our values change as well when we click different quadrants. Now, we have also, for users that want to go a bit further into this, further features down at the bottom here, such as a sequencer. So if I press features and then the red button, I can enter 8 steps of a sequencer, press the black button in the top left to start it, and this will keep the sequencer going, giving it a bit of rhythm and something to go along with. If the user wants to miss some sequencer steps, we can do 4, then you click the screen, that does it to 77 note number, which is which I have programmed to have a frequency of 0, and then carry on, and then play it, and then it skips. Now, we can stop this sequencer by going into features and then pressing the black button again, so that we can stop and start it whenever we'd like. So when each of these stars on the screen move outside of the border of our window, we can help them, or we can trigger them to play certain notes. These notes are determined by the key logging, so if I go out of here and play this repetitive 4-note sequence, we can then hear the stars replicate that afterwards as well.